Theo. Bubba's. What's going on? Trying to be the center of attention? You're not going to be the center of attention of this video. Alright, well, Theo gets out of the way. We are going to warm up, hit some workout, and then we're going to try to do a little bit of a podcast thing where we kind of just always sit around, we kind of hang out, talk. Zach's on his way right now. And when we're done working out, we always just kind of BS. But we're going to kind of hop on, show you guys what we talk about, some CrossFit stuff, some non-CrossFit stuff. Hopefully you guys like it. It's the first time we're trying it. See if Theo will be a good boy during it. But yeah, got a fun workout this morning, and then get into that.
What is it?
We got 100, 75, 50, 25 air squat. And then in between each set, it goes 5, 10, 15, 20 ring muscle up. Pretty simple, probably gonna be very effective. We'll see, huh, Mitter? Who's over there?
Part that doesn't feel like a lot, and another part that feels like everything.
Yeah.
Feels good to feel good, you know?
That was actually the class workout. I don't know if it was the exact class workout, but Adam programmed it for CrossFit Fort Vancouver today. In the beginning, big air squat sets with small sets of muscle up, but by the end you do 15 muscle ups, 25 air squat break, and then straight into another set of 20 muscle ups. And that's really where the workout started. I did 5 unbroken, 10 unbroken, and I did a quick 10-5 for 15, and then got to the round of 20. And I think I did 3, 2, 1 on my muscle ups to finish at the end of that, just because I completely blew up. But it was good. It was just like a good way to kind of like hop in and go. And like, it's very rare. I was telling Adam that we do workouts where the movements don't interfere with each other. Cause like air squats is just legs, muscle ups is just arms. So like each like get a rest, like while you're doing the other movement. So it was pretty fun. It wasn't like a lung burner, which was also different than what we normally do. Just a complete muscle fatigue. I mean, Zach was saying like, just no dips.
Yeah.
Like I get up on the muscle up fine, and then just that dip out of it got rough.
There's no snare in my headphones, bruh.
Exactly.
Do I need to turn these on? Do they turn on or you?
I think everything's on,
Here.
but I can't hear myself yet.
There's no snare.
Hello, 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 hello.
I can hear that.
I mean, you can just probably hear it.
No, yeah, I can
No,
hear
we
it.
hear it.
I can't hear it. I can't hear my.
Do the intro. Do the intro.
I got a timer right here.
Just dance. On perfect beat, just go in. It's been perfect. Just gotta get on my key.
Just so everyone knows, Ellie's headphones don't have the music playing, so she's just dancing to the voices in her head.
Hang on, can they hear the song?
Yeah.
It's just me that can't hear
It's
the
just
song.
you.
But you got music in your heart, though.
Yeah.
I got voices in my head.
Definitely.
All right. Well, this is our first go at this. We'll kind of see how it is. We pretty much work out with each other every day, like kind of this kind of group. Dallas is in the back. You can't see him, but he has a microphone. He's there. And then we always just kind of talk, hang out. We talk about CrossFit. We talk about whatever's going on, but we're going to kind of see how it goes. Let you guys see kind of what we talk about. The Open's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been announced finally that I'm doing an Open announcement week 2. So I'm stoked about that. Not all the details have been released yet. I don't think I can say much more than that I'm going against Colton in week 2. But there's some more twists and turns in it that I'm really, really excited about. So we will see how it goes.
Speaking to the microphone. Something I thought was interesting was how they announced week 2 before announcing week 1.
No, they announced
No,
week
they
1
announced
first.
week 1.
Oh, I just didn't see week 1.
Nice.
I didn't see week 1.
Anyways, I started putting effort into thinking about what I'm going to be doing in week 2. I was looking at just like past Open workouts, kind of some of the stuff that me and Colton, like we actually started the Open at the same time, or at least signed up for our first Open at the same time in 2017. So I think that, anyways, we're going to be talking about what we think is going to be happening in week 1. I have some guesses about what's happening in week 2, but we'll kind of make our Open guesses. I know Zach's been putting some thought into it.
I know what the workout is.
I know what workout they're doing.
You do?
Yeah.
What is week 1? What do you think? 'Cause I already know week 1.
I haven't put a ton of thought into week 1. I think that it's going to be really, really simple stuff. Like not a lot of skill involved. Like I don't even think we're going to see double unders or anything like that. I think it's going to be super basics, things like burpees, things that like everyone can do. Everyone can get on the ground and get back up. So I think week 1 is going to be a lot of like stuff like that. But I haven't put too
something
much
concrete. One movement you think is in week 1?
Burpees.
Okay.
I'm gonna say burpees.
I think burpees as well. Ellie Turner doesn't know?
Week 1, I feel like, is the hardest one to guess. Because after week 1, like, you have movements that are eliminated, and you can kind of see, like, oh, they did a short time domain. That means, like, the next week might be a little bit longer. If they did something for time, you might see an AMRAP, whereas week 1 is just, like, a complete guess. And after that, you think you can start locking things in a little bit
Who
more.
is it again? Jeff and Fikowski?
It's 4. It's the 4 of them.
The girls make me think it's going to be some sort of like gymnastics push-pull because they're like the best in the game.
Do you think we'll see a machine then? Like a rowing machine or anything like that?
Yes. Burpees and rowing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the workout. Burpees and
maybe.
rowing.
Zach did 27 or 33, 27?
Against the 10-minute clock, 27, 21, 15, 9 burpees and then row. Cow row? No,
Yeah.
cow row, then burpees. And then remaining time, max calories.
Yeah, man, I have a hard time guessing week 1. I just think burpees, and I think it's going to be something super simple, not high skill. I don't think we're going to see like snatches or cleans with a barbell or anything like that. We might see like a simple dumbbell movement, but I think it's going to be something real basic. But when you watch Dave made a little video about week 1, and he said it's going to be something different, right? Like, I don't know how he worded it.
He said it was going to be the ultimate test.
That's what he says about all of
Well,
them.
he said this is the
He does do a really good
most
job
complete.
of like building hype around
I
the
know.
workouts.
He said the most simple and effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
That's why I
minutes
think
of
it's
bur-
going to be
7 minutes of burpees. There we go.
frick.
They did that before.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, that's simple and effective. That's really bad.
No, because it's only. I mean, it's one thing.
Yeah.
It's one modality, and it.
Oh,
He also said there was
Tinky.
like you could do it at home.
Yeah.
He wasn't encouraging you to do it at home, but he was like, you can do it at home. So 7 minutes burpees. You can do anywhere.
Nah, there's going to be some type of implement in it.
Rower, burpees. That's just a guess. You know what I mean?
I mean, the way the games are going, it's probably going to be like backflips or some
This
shit.
girl is just so dramatic.
What
Back,
you said
backflip into pullovers into freaking.
you said you know
handstand
what week
pirouette.
2 is going to be.
Yeah,
What's week 2?
I think it's going to be a repeat of 22.1. It was dumbbell snatch. It was 3 wall walks, dumbbell snatch, box jump over, and it was an AMRAP. I don't know, maybe it was 10-minute AMRAP. And I'm pretty sure Colton won it worldwide. And Justin's obviously like one of the best in the world at wall walks. He's also won multiple dumbbells. Like he got second in the dumbbell snatch workout at the games, and then in quarterfinals won the workout with dumbbell snatch. And then like anyone can box jump. Justin probably has the benefit on the wall walk. Colton probably has the benefit of the dumbbell snatch, and then the box jump over is just like everyone can sort of just do a box jump. Like it's, you know, I don't know. I think that would be a good. I think that would be a good matchup. Like it would be a good workout to watch them both do.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, all right, like obviously I think that they put time and effort into thinking about who's going to go against who in the open workouts because they want them to be close workouts, right? Like they want a good race. They want it to be fun to watch. You don't want to see one person blow out the other. And I think Colton especially, he's literally the best in the world at certain things. And I know he's like, his squats are insane. His handstand push-ups are crazy. So I don't think we're going to see like a high volume squat or a handstand push-up just because he can blow almost anyone in the world out of the water in those two things. But
probably should have been a better matchup, me and Colton.
Yeah. you guys are a lot more similar as athletes, but
Yeah,
I was thinking that we both signed up for the Open at the same time in 2017. So I started looking back at some of the workouts in 2017 thinking like, hey, it would be pretty cool if maybe me and him finished around the same time in one of the workouts, and that was our first Open. Now you get to see like the progression of like, oh, we've both been doing the Open now for 7 years. Let's see how much we've improved. And I think still like an even matchup workout, which I don't remember the workout exactly, but it was higher volume snatches and low volume chest to bar, and the numbers switched, but the weight went up, and the barbell ended at 265.
I think something like that too.
And I think we could see something in that realm where I've always really liked those workouts. I think those workouts kind of work well for everyone. I mean, the workout starts relatively easy. Obviously, you need to have skill to be able to do workouts like that, but they're always really fun because I think there's a lot of people that have been doing CrossFit for at least a handful of time, and it's a fun workout that you can really test yourself. Like you really want to make it to that next barbell, which is pretty cool, and especially you get to see some of the best athletes in the world and kind of see what's possible in a workout like that. But that's a little bit of high skill. I'm not sure if we would see it, but if I'm thinking in that way where they're like they might repeat something from that first Open, I think that's probably the most likely because I've done the Open announcement for the retest of the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 dumbbell snatch burpees. So I don't think we'll see that. There's all right, sorry, we had to cut a part out real quick. I had said something that wasn't supposed to. But yeah, like looking at the workouts, I just thought that was kind of the most likely one that we would do. But that's my guess. Have you put any thought about week 2?
Yeah, I thought we were talking about it earlier. I think that something where it's like, you remember the workout where it was like you had to beat a certain amount of rounds or reps in a certain time domain, and if you make it, then you get to continue the workout.
Yeah.
It's like infinite Fran, essentially. I thought something like that, thrusters and chest to bar, or maybe something that as time goes on and as you get deeper into it, the skill level goes up.
Yeah.
To where in a situation like with Colton, if it was thrusters and pull-ups, it's hard to beat him at thrusters and pull-ups. It wouldn't really be balanced, but as the reps go up and the movements get more skilled, I think you guys start to even out.
Yeah.
Thrusters, pull-ups,
Dude.
different than thrusters, chest to bar, different than bar muscle up.
Have you seen like I know Morning Chocolate posted something and they're like, oh, what we have advantages in? And I guess my advantage is thrusters, which I don't know how that came a thing. And I was like, dude, in what world?
You're better at thrusters than what you think you
I was like,
are.
in what world am I good at thrusters?
You're
You're
just
literally better
usually
at everything than you think you are. It's
I know, but he doesn't think he's good at
Okay,
thrusters
okay.
because if a thruster workout comes up, like that's the one advantage I have. So it's
She
like the one.
crushes me.
Yeah.
It's like the one thing that you don't beat me in. So you
Anyways,
think you're bad at them,
no,
but you're not bad at them.
Dude, and
also
I started
don't beat
looking
on wall
back
balls.
at some of the open workouts, and they're
squatting.
like, some of my top finishes are in thruster workouts, and I'm like, there's no, yeah. I think I'm really good at all the other things that the thrusters were paired with.
Yeah.
Rather than the thrusters, but yeah, knowing that, Croslett's gonna see, oh yeah, Justin's good at thruster workouts, and we're gonna see freaking Cal Sue.
I think with
Imagine Cal Sue at 95 pounds in the open. Like a lot of people can do 95 pounds.
it would just be too saucy, bro.
That would be gnarly.
You'd have to open up with like
25.
Yeah.
It's like a gnarly set. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, that would get spicy.
Ellie's drooling at the mouth, waiting for it. Give it to me now.
Damn, drilling at the mouth. That's kind of crazy.
A little bit of a change of subject. I wanted to bring it up because I thought it was super funny, and I don't know if the person's out there, but just some of the things that we're doing in the gym. I have like I use Victory grips. I have a bunch of them. My only like they're the best grip that I've used, and the only thing that wears out on them for me is the Velcro. Like any other grips that I've used, I'll like rip them completely in half or whatever. But long story short, I use Victory grips, but when the Velcro starts to wear out or I'm going into competition, I get a new pair just because I don't want to like have this scenario where I'm out in the competition floor and the Velcro kind of goes bad. So anyways, I have a bunch of extra pairs of Victory grips I leave in the gym for people to use, and they always get mixed up. Like some of them are worn differently than others, and I wanted to keep them as pairs. So freaking Zach, he goes, and I was like, hey dude, can you just number them like 1 1, 2 2, 3 3 so like we know which ones go together? He's like, oh yeah man, no problem. And I walk back over there, and they're all written with like random names on them, like Mama, freaking. What are some of the names? Dave,
James, Dave, Mama, Guy.
Yeah, I don't even know. So there's a bunch of those, and then I forgot to get a pair of grips going into Wadapalooza. So I just like grabbed a pair, used them all weekend. Normally at the end of the weekend, I kind of give my grips to someone in the crowd just because it's something cool. And I like threw them out, and I was sitting there thinking, and I'm like, dude, someone just got a pair of grips. Like, dude, I just got Justin's grips. And they say like James on them or something. They're like, I swear you threw them to me. I thought that was pretty funny.
That is pretty.
The more I think about it, I mean, that person's probably telling his friends, I got Justin's grips.
Yeah, you know he's all hyped up. Justin signed them for me. He sees James. Like, man.
I don't even know what the name was on him. It wasn't James. I think James is still here.
James is still here.
Might have been Max.
Max?
I haven't seen the Max ones in a while.
Yeah, maybe it was Max. Anyways, if you're out there, comment in the comments because I was like, that was super funny.
I think that's
I didn't
tight,
even
though.
think.
That's-
I didn't
that's,
even
like,
think about it.
so
Ellie's
unique.
like, maybe they'll think that you're super smart that you wrote someone else's name on your grips so that people don't steal them.
Nah, I don't think they're giving him that much credit.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's
like
more
every
likely that I just stole someone's from the warm up area on accident.
Yeah, it's like you just forgot your own, so you borrowed someone else's.
Nope, that's Zach.
You used them
Zach
though,
did that.
and I think that it's it's just such a unique and smart idea. If I'm being real, to just name random names like
That's because you did that. That's why you think it's smart.
so genius. What you know what I mean? That's crazy. Oh, I asked Dallas this question because I saw it. It's like a trendy thing right now, so I'm gonna ask you guys. I've been waiting to ask you until we got to this. Dallas, do you remember how to say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spell candy with 2 letters.
Okay. Spell candy with 2 letters. You know how to do it? There's a way to do it. I didn't listen. I watched the video of the man breaking this down, and
Wait, with 2 letters?
2 letters. You got to spell candy with 2 letters.
Well, obviously the last letter's D.
Oh, okay. She got
C
one.
and D.
What?
C and D.
Yeah. C Andy. Oh no. No. It'd be. Would it be?
C-A-D? Oh, I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm really close. I just got to think about this for a second.
It took. Listen.
Could it be? Could it be like C, but you say it as K? Like no, that's not it.
C and D. Yeah, it has to be. No?
What? Say that again.
C and D. That doesn't work.
C and D. Oh, I'm close.
It just
man.
spells it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Is that it?
No, yeah, it's
It's kind of it.
it
Is
is.
that it? Am I? Okay, say what it is though, because I feel like
no,
I'm on
it
it.
is. It's
I feel like
C
I'm on it.
and D.
Nope.
Or what?
C and Y.
Oh yeah, C and Y.
Dang it! I was so
C and
close.
Y.
You were,
Yeah, I
you,
could-
were,
dude,
that, you were on the right track. That was really good by
Oh,
you.
that makes me mad that I didn't think of that.
I was thinking K and D. I don't know why.
I was like,
Dude, I was convinced it was C and D the way you was saying.
you knew the answer.
I was like, yo, that makes way more sense. C and D. But it's
when I said it in my head, I was like, they want
C
you to
and
use
Y.
D. They want
Yeah.
you to use D because it's
yeah.
It can't be it.
He convinced me. I knew the answer. I knew it was C and Y. But
Or I was thinking of it like 2 letters of how you could like say it and it would say candy.
I know, but it's C.
I
Well,
know.
I know, but
That's the
if you say
freaking-
C and Y, you don't like it. Yes, it spells it, but you're not
That's the-
saying candy.
That's the point.
I know, but I was thinking of it like what sounds like candy with 2
you're
letters.
just
Yeah,
not
you
as-
were being
you're just
too
not as
smart.
smart as me.
You were being too smart.
No, she's not as smart.
Dude, I said it.
You know,
to
there's
my-
people that there's like street smarts and book smart.
Yeah. Which one are you?
Both. Definitely.
What did you play? I didn't hear it.
It's the laugh track.
Anyways, I did. I'm definitely on the book smart, or not book smart. I am not book smart. Sorry, I am not the book smart
Hold
person.
on, how do you know if you're street smart though?
I don't. But if I had to gamble, I would pick street smarts. I feel like I have better situational awareness than I did in just like academics in school. Oh, Theo, did Daniel lock you out?
I feel like academic in school though is like you just do the work and get the grade. Like you don't really got to be smart.
Yeah, but there's like a. I think the thing is about school is like you have a. Like, you have to do it this way, and it's about like following the rules and the order. And there's not a lot of. I mean, there are certain classes where there is
like
like
that.
thinking, like abstractly about it.
Oh, bring it up. Come on.
Oh,
Bring it up.
here we go. Dude, so there's this thing that
Hell yeah.
when I was in school, my favorite class in college has nothing to do with anything that I did with my life. Is philosophy. It was so cool. It was just like an extra. Not
I
extra credit class.
hated that subject.
Oh, I loved it, man. I just like when I get challenged about thinking about something. Like I've talked about it before. Like one of my favorite Joe Rogan tracks is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like,
Oh, he's
he
so
went on
cool.
there. I mean, the later ones I don't like as much as some of the earlier ones, but he would just say certain things about space, and I know nothing about space. It would just like completely blow my mind every time. Like it was just wild, and I love that feeling of just being like, "Dang, that's crazy to think about." Like if you really think about it, that's wild. But anyways, there's
Hold on. What before you go further? What's like an example of something that would be like, if you really think about it, it's kind of wild. Something I think that I've heard Neil deGrasse Tyson is like the distance from Earth to space is like it's like 6 miles or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not as far as you think.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not that high.
Do you know what is also crazy about like how gravity works? So like you could technically be in orbit around Earth, like being like a couple feet off the ground. If you're moving like so technically what it is like the moon is being sucked like towards Earth because like Earth's gravitational pull is bigger than the moon's.
Daddy.
But the thing that keeps it from like getting close is that it's falling towards Earth, but we're like in like
centrifugal force. Is that what it is?
No, it's not centrifugal force, but like it's kind of like it's falling and the Earth is moving out of the way. Because like so if like let's say the moon slowed down in its orbit, it would drift farther apart.
Oh, okay.
And if it was faster, it would come closer. So like anything could be in orbit if you get close enough.
See, like-
and you're moving sideways. So technically, it'd be like if you drop this, but if this was like Earth would move out of the way by the time that hit. So like technically, this is moving like sideways so fast that every time it goes to hit, the Earth's moving, and it ends up being like in like a, yeah, if that makes any sense.
Because if we have something and we let it go, it's still moving at the same speed this way that it's moving when I let go. So it lands straight down because everything's moving together. I don't listen.
See, like I can't think of things that are like abstract because like I just go down rabbit holes and like
Dude, it's crazy. Like
No,
saying
but it's
that,
not
I'm
good.
thinking about
It's
a
not
million
good.
different things right now about all the things that I've heard randomly that Neil deGrasse Tyson
like I just
say.
have to zone out. Like I can't
Don't
take
zone
in,
out.
I
Stay
can't
in it.
take in that
Come on.
information because
Stay in
it's just
it.
too much.
Take it in and talk about it in that microphone because it's.
I didn't like it.
You know, like there's like no like relative like spot in space because it's all about perspective.
See, like that's
Hold on, that's
dumb.
that's like
that's dumb.
it
No,
feels
because
too
like
far
so
out
like
to-
so like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah, I know
give
what's going on.
you can give a coordinate on Earth, right?
Oh yeah, latitude, longitude,
Yeah.
type stuff. Okay.
But then if you have someone that is looking at that point from like outside of our solar system, our whole solar system is moving inside the Milky Way galaxy. So technically that point is moved. Like it's not actually there.
yeah.
So like it's all about like perspective. Like on Earth, yeah, that point is like a point, but if you look at it from a different perspective, it's not.
No.
Okay, we need to get back on
Yeah,
track
yeah,
here.
keep going,
So, anyway,
Justin loves space.
I love this stuff. I could talk about it all day.
Hold on. Ocean or space? Which is more interesting or scary?
Space. Space is so big. Can you think about how big?
I think space is more interesting. Ocean is more scary.
Yeah, ocean's kind of.
Ocean-
Dude, there could be
scary
there's
as
probably
shit.
aliens out there in space.
They're probably in the ocean.
There's probably another you out there
Yeah,
in
that's-
space. That's scary to
There's
think
only
about.
Yeah,
one.
that's
There's
poor.
two aliens.
Poor alien. Frick.
I think it's weird that how little of the ocean that we've explored. I
Yeah,
think
and
that's
of
kinda
the
scary.
things we know in octopus
Like, it's-
is
it's-
low key like.
Well, like
an
that's
alien.
on Earth. Like that's our like reality. Like
Yeah.
most of us are probably never going to see space.
shark.
I've
Elon
seen a
Musk,
shark.
hey, we're going to
I've seen a
freaking
shark.
go to Mars. Okay, so
Keep going.
wow, we got really sidetracked.
What was your question? What was your?
I know.
No, this
we're
is the
getting,
thing,
We're
it's
getting back
the
to it. So, we spent a
this.
whole semester in philosophy trying to define what a hole is.
Nah, give us the whole thing. Like,
I know,
talk
I
about
am,
the
I am.
professor. Do the professor thing. Like,
so
you know,
this was his last semester teaching. Like he was going to be done after that, and he had the class, and we pretty much spent the whole semester just on this debate about what is a hole, and we would like have discussions every week. The class was just once a week, and we would like divide the room like about like what is a hole. We'd have definitions, or we would have like an example of something, and we would split like, hey, does that have 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 like how many holes does it have?
How many holes do you have?
I don't know, but I use every single one of them.
all the holes, babe.
But the thing that kind of brought it back to like remembering that was there's like a debate going around on social media right now about a straw, whether it has 1 or 2 holes. I can't believe we forgot to bring a straw. You guys, anybody can.
We know what a straw looks
Yeah,
like.
you can use your mind and think about. Yeah, so like think about it. Might be a simple answer. You might right away 1 or right away 2. You know.
I can tell you right now, the cardboard straws only have 1 hole
what?
What's the difference between cardboard and
because the cardboard ones just mush together, and you can't even.
the cardboard ones have 0?
They have 0 holes.
It just all goes.
It just all mushes, and you're like.
The thing that's crazy though is you think it's a really simple debate, and you start talking about it with someone, and it just like spirals. Because you think about it as like you'd be like, okay, like for people that say that it's 2 holes, like you can enter one side or enter the other side, and you're like, okay, like I can wrap my head around how that's 2 holes. But what happens if you keep making the straw shorter and shorter and shorter until it's like a ring like this? Like, does this have 2 holes, or is this just 1 hole? Or even like a piece of paper, and you poke a hole in a piece
See,
of paper.
I would
Does
just-
that have 1? There's like, if you poke a hole in a piece of paper,
Yeah.
is that 2 holes?
No, so I
that
would.
just
This
1?
is why I hated philosophy, because I was like, okay, it's 1 hole. Let's move on. Next thing, let's go.
But then if you start making it longer, so
But
then
you can't say it.
But the thing that's crazy about it is then you start thinking, so when you make the definition of a hole, is there a depth that you have to
Yeah, exactly.
like put it to?
There couldn't be.
So then it's like, so does that have 2 holes because you can go in, but like it doesn't make sense. Like like yeah. Anyways,
I
what do
was
you
thinking
think?
about it because we talked about it, and it at some level becomes like an argument of semantics. I think it can be. It's just like you're splitting hairs in the same or on the same beast. It's not. It doesn't really change. The 1 hole, 2 hole is like, well, then how long does the thing have to be in order to be considered a hole? It's like, I don't know. And I don't get to the point where I'm like Ellie Turner, like, okay, let's just move on. I'll sit on it forever. And if we were talking and splitting into a room, like I thought that was so badass, where the 1 hole group, 2 hole group. I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I like when people have to like back up their claim. I like that.
Yeah, I think everyone needs like
You need a
that
reason of what,
experience
yeah.
in your life where you're super hard set on something and then you hear something that completely changes your mind. Because for one,
where'd you start off? You started off 1 or 2.
I think I started off as 1 because I thought I was being smart about it. And then like you start like thinking about it and you're like, well, it's hard to define because then for the 1 holers out there, how many holes does this have? And it's like, how does this have 1 hole and a straw have 1 hole? It doesn't make sense. Because like if you have a straw and you pinch the end of it, there's still a hole, I guess, on the top, or is that not even a hole? Like, does that make it?
I don't like not having an answer.
The thing that like, so when you think about it, and then,
like it. I don't
so
like
think
it.
about this. So technically you can have this and you can start like morphing this. Like if you ever like got like a plastic cup hot and it like starts like shrinking. So eventually if you kept like kind of shrinking it, it would kind of end up like this plate. Like it's so smushed, but there's like a ledge to it. So like, does this plate have a hole? Because it's
Did you
is
bring
it
these
just a
props
lip?
out?
Yeah, did you plan this out?
Yes, I did.
Did you actually?
Yes.
Dude, this is so good.
Play a thing, play a thing, play a thing. Bro,
He played the laugh track. Dude, this is a good visual aid. Ellie, touch it, see how it feels. You can see the indentation. You
yeah,
can
but
see
the
how
thing
deep it
is
goes.
like I can't focus on questions like this because I need to know an answer of like right and wrong.
It's hard because you'll
Like
never...
even when I watch like a TV show or movie, like I'm Googling the ending because I can't not know.
Hon, you Google the ending before you finish the
Yes,
show?
I do.
Oh, it makes me so
Oh,
mad.
God.
Dude, if anybody is Marvel fans out there, like you just gotta watch the series. Like you start out with the Iron Mans,
Yeah.
and you move in, you get to the first Avengers, and you're just like, yes, and then you get to Infinity War and Endgame, and it's just like the buildup is just
Yeah,
insane. You see
yeah.
all these different movies starting to come together, how they
Yeah,
intertwine,
yeah.
and then you see Endgame, and it's just like, or you see
No, it is in game.
yeah, Endgame, and you're just like, what
Yeah.
just happened?
Because it's like you get so tied into the individual character's world and you think it's, oh, they're just in their world.
Yeah.
And then all of the worlds get pulled together and it's like seeing,
Yeah, but you build relationships with them and I get sad. So I like to prepare myself if I'm going to get sad and then like end before I get sad. So like in, what show was it?
There's a
Oh,
dog
A Star is Born. Like I Googled the ending of what happened. If you've seen it, the ending is sad, but like I just cut it out before it gets sad. So it's happy ending.
hold on, do you?
But anyways, we spent all this time watching these Marvel movies, and I find out that she's Googled the ending, and I was just so mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's tough.
Honestly, my brothers would get so mad with me.
Anybody with any sort of mind would be mad.
No,
at
there's
that.
people out there I know that understand me.
Hold on, are you a spoiler though? Like,
No, I won't tell anyone.
Oh, okay.
I will let everyone, like, I'm not spoiling it for anyone. I just need to know for myself if I'm.
The only way that I can
Mm-hmm.
relate to that just a little bit is scary movies. Like I hate scary movies, and the only way I can watch them is if I.
Little...
it said do 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 do.
Yeah, Ellie can't hear any of this, so it's pretty good. But
That's
like
funny.
I don't like scary movies because I don't want to be scared. So I have
Why
to.
don't you want to be scared?
I just don't. No one likes being scared.
Nah, being scared.
But
is
if you know the
fun.
ending, then you're like, okay, well the bad guy dies, so I can watch this because I know he's eventually gonna get what's coming. But then some of those movies end and they're like based on a true story.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the?
yeah.
I'm just like, nah. Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. That's cool. I got a train tomorrow. Nope.
That's like, it could all be avoided if you just Googled the ending.
Okay, that's what I said. That's the only way I can relate to you a little bit.
No, because there are things that like I don't agree. I don't agree with that, but I like being in it though. Like I like the feeling of like not knowing.
Yeah.
Knowing there's gonna be a resolution. I don't know what it's gonna be. I can kind of anticipate it. I like trying to piece things together on the way. like we did with the open. If you knew every open workout, it's like not as
Or
fun.
like I have a problem is I get so excited to give presents to people like on their birthday and stuff. But like the best part is like knowing that you're getting presents and you have to wait until your birthday to get them.
Yeah.
Like especially if you just buy things when you want them, there's not like that surprise.
Yeah,
factor
or
to it.
like
it's cool, you still get the thing, but it's way better if you just like be patient, you wait, and then you get it and you're surprised.
or like, I mean, even knowing what you're gonna get, if you're gonna give a gift, it's. I understand there's a difference between like buying something for somebody to help them out or whatever, but when you're giving a gift, and if I'm like, oh, Ellie's birthday is in a couple days, and I'm like, Ellie, what do you want for your birthday? Like, what do you want? That's kind of, I think that's a cop out. I think.
Do you actually want to know? Because I've got a list.
Well, I know this is the thing.
Ellie's
the
birthday.
Same thing you do with. I kind of have something I'm gonna get you, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Ellie's birthday is February 18th.
Yeah.
But she was born in Australia. So is her birthday the 17th in America or is it still the 18th? Like, should we celebrate it on the 17th here? Because
I should get
technically she's
two
born on the
birthdays.
18th.
I should get 2 birthdays.
No, I just think one's good.
It's actually my birthday.
Let's
week.
figure this one out real quick.
No, because she's born.
Technically on the 17th.
It's your
here.
birthday.
No, but you weren't
It
born
is.
here though. So it's like
I know, but like if we're going by the time
When
that I
she was born.
I was born on the 17th here, but it's the 18th home.
So when do you celebrate it?
I don't know. No.
You know what I mean?
I think you
Yeah.
celebrated on the 17th.
No. Well, if you're celebrating like the time you were born,
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
birthday is not time you were born though.
Yeah.
It's
think so.
I like
the
to-
24 hours. you
I
know what mean?
like to celebrate my Australian birthday and my American birthday. So I need 2 days of celebration.
Ellie's request for her birthday is that everyone
and we
talk in an
wake up-
Australian accent.
We wake up on my birthday and it's like we never even celebrated the day before. Like it's a complete surprise again.
Oh, it's your birthday today.
What?
happy birthday from all
Yeah.
of us, dude.
And then my request is that it's Australian themed. So everyone has to speak in an Australian accent. And
Zach's pretty good at an Australian accent.
yeah, exactly.
Everyone heard my Australian accent when I tried to imitate Jay, and it is bad.
I
Real
feel
bad.
like I know there's a thing with Americans in other countries, and I feel like you're doing an American thing that American would do in Australia. Like, it's my birthday, I'm American, so we're gonna all pretend to be American.
No,
on my
it's yeah, well, sort of, yes.
That's like the American.
That isn't a very American thing to do.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I think I have to listen to American accents all the time. I think I deserve to listen to some Australians.
I think so too.
Talk an Australian accent.
My problem is like I have like a really bad English accent, and it
You-
almost sounds Australian. But the English accent, like I've done it in front of people that are from England, and they like is very embarrassing.
Your British accent is like I would say like bogan British.
Yeah, it's not
like-
good.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then I can kind of get away with like, "Oi, mate," and that's it. Australian.
Oi, mate.
No
Oh,
one's
mate.
gonna be speaking anything except for saying mate.
Yeah, hey, mate. No, I'll say something else.
Have you guys ever had fairy bread?
You've told me about it, but I have not.
It's just like white bread with butter.
Put this closer.
What?
I can hear your echo.
White bread with
Well,
butter?
it doesn't come any closer, does it? White bread with butter and sprinkles. It's
There's some
birthday
things
party.
that Australians do that I'm just like, that sounds so American. They shorten everything. It sounds like it's what I think Americans do. If you're like in the car and you're hot, what are you gonna turn on?
Aircon.
Oh, I was gonna say AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's shorter.
That's even. Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Beat that.
We would say aircon.
Say air conditioner with 2 letters.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, okay, this is good. This is gonna be controversial.
Uh-oh.
There's some things that, like, I'll say, and you can tell, like, you can infer what I mean. Like aircon, for example. Like you could infer that's like, okay, she means air conditioner, but it's just like, I'll say things like that, and some people will be like, what? What do you mean? Like they just like don't, like they don't infer, they just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That irks me a little bit. I
No,
know,
'cause
like,
Be
there are other
smarter.
things. There are things like you know Cockney. You know what that is? Like that kind of talk.
Nope.
So I learned this when I was working on that show with those English people. They're from Essex, and Cockney is like you say things like they'll say I don't got a Scooby Doo, mate. Like that's what they would say, and they say I don't have a Scooby Doo, but they are saying I don't have a clue. Like I don't know.
Oh.
So it's like there are a bunch of little things that they grew up saying to each other, and now they all just say it, but they'll say like I don't got a Scooby Doo, mate. And
but you could infer what they mean because they're like,
I didn't understand that
I don't have a
until you explained
Scooby
it.
Doo. Like most people now don't even know who the hell Scooby Doo was.
I reckon I could work that out.
Yeah,
But
you're-
that might be because
You're
like
smart.
I'm very smart. Yeah. No, because like Australian like
I'm
Brits
gonna start using that. I'm
have
sorry,
like
that's
very
fucking sick.
similar.
Yeah, it's like
Language.
there's a lot of
Well,
crossover.
we're descendants from the Brits.
Colonization, baby.
Are we? Is that Australian history?
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, we
kind
were
of
we were
are.
already into astrophysics, so I feel like
You know.
a little world geography.
I did buy astrophysics for people in a hurry, so I'm pretty much an expert. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson's book.
It's
so
weird
shout out
'cause
to
you
that
just,
guy.
like-
Justin knows a lot about space.
The thing that's tough about it listening to any Neil deGrasse Tyson videos, like I can regurgitate the things he says, but I don't understand any of it. Like, when we're talking about, oh yeah, if I drop this thing, like I can say exactly what he said and it sounds right. But if you ask me a question about it, I'm like,
I couldn't prove it.
yeah, I don't know.
Dude, it's okay. Two things about the guy from the future.
Yes.
I know. It was like it was a comedian. I wish I knew his name to give him credit, but he was saying that he's like, if I time traveled back to the past,
You have to, if you were naked, like you just go.
yeah, if you just go like as you and you're like, I don't know if I could prove that I was from the future.
Yeah.
He was sitting there thinking, they're like, all right, like prove it. Like who's the next president? But,
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's
not
true.
there's not one like historic event.
and
like,
then then they're like, hey, like one day we're gonna like some guy's talking on a
You
big
talk about
phone.
the pandemic.
He's like one guy's talking on a big
back to
phone.
1920s though, like or the 1800s.
Yeah, just say the whole world is going into chaos because of a disease.
What disease?
Yeah, but how are they gonna
In
believe
what year?
you?
Like-
what-
COVID 2020.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
we're
but they're
saying
gonna
back,
wait
back.
100 years
Yeah.
to prove that you're from the future.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Like you need to prove now. Like they're like talking on a big phone. Like yeah, one day those are gonna fit inside your pocket, and they're like how? And you're like technology.
Yeah, like
Like you like how would you prove it? Like I know nothing. Like I know how to use this thing, but I can't tell you how it's made.
I
Like it would be really really hard to prove. Like
Yeah, you're right.
how you're smart.
yeah, you're
and from
smart. Come on.
Australia, so let's hear it. What would you do if you're back?
What was going on in
pick a year,
Australia
pick a
in
year, pick a year,
1920?
pick a year.
I'm really bad.
1920. That's the one that guy said. 1920.
No, I'm really bad with dates and stuff. Like I don't even want to go down this. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. When was World War One?
I can't tell you, bro.
Like I can't tell. Like I can give you like a.
I know.
a
I know.
roundabout.
Great Depression.
What year?
That was 1932. Like they were in it,
I'm not sure.
and I can say that. But and
You'd be rich then if you went back to 1920. You'd be like, okay.
no, I would
get
be
this.
a slave if I went back to. I would be dead, bro. They're like, nah, bro, you're lying.
No way.
I swear. I promise.
I'm sorry.
One day. They'll be like, this dude's fucking crazy, bro. I ain't never leaving.
Oh my
That's,
god.
that's really good. That was a good one.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it'd be over for me if I went back in time, bro. It'd be over. It'll be over.
Oh my.
I'll go back with you. You can be my slave.
I would be killed if we went back together. They'd be like, what'd you do to her? I'm like, I didn't do nothing, bro.
Oh, that's so bad,
That'd be
man.
so
I didn't
bad.
even. Oh god.
That's actually when you think about it, that's so.
That's not that long ago. That's
Less than 100 years,
Yeah.
1920.
Like that's crazy.
That'd be crazy.
It's actually
We're
not
some
less than
bad people.
100 years, but
It's 23 right now.
24.
Oh, it's just over 100. My bad math,
still.
bro.
We said the 1920s.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
I asked Dallas. I said this to Dallas. I don't even know if he remembers. Dallas, you remember this conversation? Where I'm like, if right now me and Dallas replaced the Wright brothers before they invented flight or discovered flight, I'm like, do you think we could do it?
No.
Like if we were put into their workshop, had all the same stuff they have,
Not a chance.
you don't think we could figure it out?
No, I don't like. The only chance that I have is going back before the wheel was invented. Like, hey, dude, we can get something circular, and it's gonna help. That's like I'd have to go way back then to be like thought of as a cool guy.
No, because even with the wheel application, I still don't fully understand it, because when you did that thing the other day with the arm, what is that thing called?
The trolley arms.
Yo, when you did that, I really felt like I wouldn't have made it past caveman. Like I wouldn't have made it because
Dude,
I couldn't
it's
think
crazy
of
how reliant
a
we
wheel.
are on stuff.
It's wild. We have I won't say we, because Neil deGrasse Tyson exists, but even in Neil deGrasse Tyson's situation, like
he couldn't. I would doubt that he could build a telescope. Like if he went back.
I bet he could. I bet he could figure all that stuff out, but there's nothing he could do to stop me from choking him out. You know what I mean? He's smart and all that, and
So you'd
and
win
all
in
that.
caveman times.
Exactly. Like I would. Like there's a part of me in life that feels like, yo, if you can't choke me out, like you can't tell me what to do, or you shouldn't be able to.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you what to do?
If you can choke me out,
Can I choke you out?
no, you could not.
That's it. We're done.
Dallas, didn't you have any questions?
Yeah, Dallas, ask a question.
Here's my one question. Okay. What's a regular bean?
A regular bean.
Like when you eat, what would you consider a regular
Oh,
bean?
this is a good
A
question.
black bean.
What?
What like
I
A
don't
regular bean. There's so
Yeah.
many beans.
Exactly. What's the regular one?
Black bean.
what's the regular one?
Ooh, maybe like a kidney bean?
What color is that?
Red?
Black bean.
How is that? Like if you go somewhere to eat and you ask for beans,
Beans and rice.
What do you
What
get?
color is the bean?
Oh, like baked beans. Like the white ones.
They're not white. Baked beans aren't white.
Yes, they
Aren't they
are.
brown?
They're white.
They're brown.
pinto beans?
Yeah.
Pinto is or black eyed peas.
What's your what piece
Peas.
is natural?
I said, well, when Dallas asked me the question, Dallas asked me a question, I'm already like antennas up. Like there's like a trick to it. You know what I mean? So I'm like thinking like, I think fit people would say black beans. This is what my rationalization was.
That was exactly what I thought.
Fit people will say black beans, and non-fit people. This is my
Are
judgment.
you saying
thing.
I'm not fit?
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying you're Australian, so it's different. I say black beans because if I went to Chipotle and I said they want beans and rice, it would be black beans. Like they would just throw black beans on there. But if somebody went and got like a burrito, it's not gonna be black beans if you ask for beans. It's gonna be like refried bean or.
What's
whatever.
your answer then?
I said black beans, what I thought most people
What
would say.
was your thing?
Well, Melissa, we had this whole conversation, and she was saying regular beans are pinto, and I was like, no, they're not. No one thinks that. And then her mom, we asked her the same question, and she was like pinto, and I was like, you guys are psychopaths.
Is that the white ones?
No,
There's no white beans.
Yes, they
There
are
is
the
white
ones
beans.
in baked beans. We have baked beans on toast.
I think that's pinto bean. I don't think it's white though.
Is it pinto? Are we talking about white and pinto? Is that the same?
Pinto
thing?
is like brown. It's
That's
like
what
a
I
brown.
thought.
Yeah, it's like a brown bean.
I also, not gonna lie, I thought of green beans. Like if you go out for dinner and you ask for beans, like I would think.
What are green beans?
Green beans.
Australia's like a different standard though.
Green beans, like string beans.
Don't look at me like I'm dumb.
I don't think people would say that for beans though. You would say like string bean, green bean. Like it would be like a specific.
Yeah, white beans are different than pinto.
Dude, black beans would for sure win.
That's,
If we had everyone put in the comments what they think of when they think of a bean, black beans would win.
I think
That's because
black
you've
bean,
got an American market.
American
'cause I'm right.
and people who are like into fitness. Like I
Yeah.
think people who are into like black beans is like a thing. It's like the healthier alternative to the kidney bean or whatever it is.
Yeah, because like
Let's get them because
we
they
don't
taste
really,
good.
we don't.
Yeah,
there's-
I think
I
it's
mean, I can't even think of a time when I ate black beans in Australia. Like if I was gonna put beans in something, like I would get like a 4-bean mix, and it has like chickpeas, cannelloni beans, kidney beans, and and there was another one.
You also call all types of things pumpkins.
Well, we didn't have squash.
Yeah, they don't have squash. Squash is a pumpkin. Like, I'm gonna grab some pumpkin, and I'd come back with a freaking pumpkin. It's like, what'd you bring? I was like, freaking pumpkin.
I wanted like a butternut pumpkin, and it's a squash.
All right. Anyways, that's it.
Hey, before you close up,
We went-
check your text between Daniel.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I messed up earlier, and I said that I didn't think that one of the open announcements would be we would be doing it in week 2 because there's lunges in it and you need bigger space. And we are doing 24.2 in the shred shed. It's going to be freaking insane. Like, I am so freaking excited. Yeah. I've kept the secret.
Yeah. Do the thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it was crazy. It's been a part of open announcements before, which is a super cool opportunity. I grew up doing CrossFit in 2012 and watching them. To be a part of them is insane. And now to be able to host one in my home gym, it's still crazy that I even have this place. Like, I look at it every single day, and there's so many people that have like made it possible. Obviously, Rogue being a big part of that. But it's crazy that we're going to be able to host an open announcement here. So I'm super stoked. Colton's coming out. We'll be able to throw down. Makes me really kind of think about what the workout's going to come up, about what I think would be the best case scenario for the space that we have. But let me know what you guys think the week 2 open announcement's going to be. I mean, you guys have seen the gym. You kind of see what we have. You kind of tell what setup they're going to do. So you guys have heard our guesses. Let us know what your guess is. I'm pumped. We're getting some new upgrades. Like we said, we're going to try to get those done before the open announcement. We're getting the turf from Shawgrass. Signs RX. We're going to get some more stickers, get some more quotes up on the wall. Like I said, I'm coming out with my logo. We're going to try to get that up beforehand. Mm-hmm. So stoked. You guys haven't seen it. Stretch Head's going to be decked out. We're doing 24.2 here. And that's it. That's a wrap. We ended on a freaking cool note. Hopefully you guys stuck around and heard the cool news at the end. But maybe we'll do some clickbait
There's
titles
so
so you
many
guys.
people that just
Oh yeah, lots of people zoned out. As soon as I started talking about space, half the people were
that's
gone.
what I do.
Bro, we can just fast forward through that, though. It's all good.
Anyways, fast forward to the end.
Yeah, check the end.
Peace.
Like and subscribe, baby. Stop playing. You gotta get your face close.
You have a really nice. No, because I can't even really hear it.